So hello everyone and welcome to this video. And I was going to make this video right after the game ended, Portugal versus DR Congo. The video is about Portugal versus DR Congo. It's about how bad Portugal were. So before I start this video, I would like to talk about the perception of both the teams before the World Cup. So for me, the team of DR Congo are sort of team like a sort of a team that you don't want to go against if you are in need of a result, right? They will make your life difficult, and they will not give you stat packed sessions. They never do. As far as I have seen of them, like in AFCON, I've seen them in AFCON qualifiers. Yeah, I know they didn't make the World Cup through the normal group. They had to play a playoff against Jamaica. I know that, but you have to realize that the qualifying in Africa is pretty much very intense. And yeah, I understand that anyhow they got into the World Cup, and they were placed in the group of Portugal. So my perception was of them was like they're the type of team that you don't want to go against if you are in a need of a result, right? And they will not give you easy goals. They will make your life difficult and sort of like that. So Atletico vibes. So that was my processor DR Congo. And when Basaka plays for them, that guy that plays for Manchester United. And I think what I've heard, whatever I have heard, is that most of their players plays in top five leagues. So it's not like the players don't know what to do. They have played in the top five leagues of the world, and they know what to do, and they have experience, and they also have guys from Crystal Palace. So it's not like that they don't know what to do. So that was my perception. And for me, Portugal, I have been watching this team for like 5 years. I was following this team since like the Qatar World Cup, and then I've watched them in Euros in Germany, and then I have watched 2 or 3 Nation League campaigns. In one, they won the Nation League against the favorite Spain. So it's not like that have no knowledge of how Portugal plays. One thing people don't understand, that they see the squad of Portugal, and they see they see the value of the whole squad is above 1 billion, and they expect results, hammering against the minnows. But they don't understand that the Portugal plays well when they are underdog. It's been their history. It's been this thing that they do well when they are considered underdogs, but they can't carry the tag of being the favorites. They can't carry the tag of being the champions. They can't carry the confidence. They just don't have it. Haven't seen it in a while. Like, when you expect them, they don't deliver, often in big tournaments. So they always, even the Euro they won, they finished third and managed to somehow scrape by to get into the knockouts, and then the penalties and all that, to reach the final and win in extra time. So it was extra time. I don't know. I think it was extra time. Yeah. And even the Nations Leagues and the 2 Nations League they won against Switzerland, and one against Spain. It was not convincing. Like, they are not a team that will that will dominate against decent sides. They are the team that will get the job done somehow. So they are not gonna show you like a big stat pack session like Germany. Like, they are not ruthless like Germany. Even at the worst, Germans are ruthless. So that's what my perception of Portugal was. They are not the team that can carry confidence. They are better team when the stakes are against them. So yeah. So now let's talk about the game. So the game started, and after the 5th minute, Neto cross and Neves scored. So I would like to talk about how, first, the good things, that how good Neves is at heading. Even he's not that tall, so there's that. So I will give him that. Apart from that cross from Neto, that guy is not a winger you want in a team. That guy plays like he's on borrowed time. That's how he plays. he plays like that, he shouldn't be in the top squad. He's supposed to play a team for far less, for far less, stakes in the tournament. He's supposed to play somewhere where there is no expectation for a team, when there is no I know I want him to improve the game and all that, but I don't know, man, what he's doing, bro. I don't want a team where my wingers are Bernardo Silva and Neto. Bernardo Silva has been a phenomenal player for most of his career, right? But now, what he has become, I don't know why my club Real has signed him. Like, he's clearly past his prime, and that guy is so frustrating to watch. It's crazy. I just don't like him. In terms of, I don't like this period of him. He was great when he arrived at City and all that, but now it's so frustrating to watch. And people say Portugal has a great midfield. I know Neves, Vitinha, and Bruno, but it's only good on paper. When they start playing, you can see, if you have seen the game against DR Congo, they only thing they did was pass to their center backs, and then the center backs were passing to themselves. Like, what is happening, bro? You supposed to push the ball forward, through balls and all that, and they were not doing that. It's like they were doing some aesthetic challenge where they have to maintain the pass accuracy for some reason. You have to play rough, you have to play uh, things that are practical. You don't have to play things that look beautiful. Like, they were playing aesthetic football, keeping the possession with no end product. It's like watching Man City, but just there's no end product. People will criticize the strikers and the forwards, but the midfielder has to put the ball forward for the front line to do anything. Like, what they gonna do? They have to drop back in the midfield to get the ball from the midfielders if the midfielders are not doing their job. So the midfield is so, I don't know what is happening to them. Are they afraid to put the ball forward? you know Bruno Fernandes, Vitinha, Neves, it look good. It looks good on paper, but it just doesn't click most of the time. Uh, I don't know what to do, and what to do with this system that Martinez has implemented. Like this guy, I don't know. He plays so pragmatic football. Like, Portugal had coaches who had played pragmatic football. Like, pragmatism runs in Portugal's blood. The Mourinho's, the pragmatic football they had in their locker. But thing with Mourinho is he can have the both. If he wants to attack, he can attack. He has coached the best strikers in his career. But with Martinez and Santos and their pragmatic football, you know, I don't know what to say. Portugal has too many good players to play this kind of football. Yeah, they will keep possession, but what do you do with that possession? It's like watching a paint dry. It just doesn't make sense. What are you doing with that? It's like having all the money in the world and you can't buy house, cars, and anything like that. It's like, what I'm supposed to do with this? So yeah, and I was getting so frustrated watching the game. I was so frustrated that when Congo got the possession, I was like, they are playing actual football. I don't know what Portugal is doing with the possession. They're just playing to their centre backs, and then the centre backs pass to the midfielders, and so on. From they're passing amongst themselves. The wingers are not overlapping. It's not. The only thing they were doing is putting the ball, hooping the ball, and so that the wingers can get behind it. Like, it's not gonna work most of the time. I know that sometimes DR Congo were having this high line, but most of the time they will defend that. And one thing about Portugal is that they always struggle against teams that are physical. I don't know how they do this, but they always struggle against the team that are physical. Like, they need to do better. I don't think so. They are looking good, and they have next two games. They have to get that point. I hope they improve. So that's the video. That's the end of the video, and yeah, let's see what they do in the next two matches.